Hello everyone, this is our next lecture on the same topic, measure of central tendency. In last lecture, we have seen the definition of measure of central tendency. Central tendency is also known as average and it refers to a central value of a series. After that, we saw the definition of arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is denoted by x bar and it's defined as sum of observation divided by total number of observation. After that, we saw calculation of arithmetic mean for different type of data. So first, arithmetic mean for individual observation is given by x bar is equal to summation of xi upon n. N is a number of observation. Then arithmetic mean for ungrouped frequency distribution. Its formula is x bar is equal to summation of fi into xi upon summation of fi. After that, arithmetic mean for group frequency distribution or continuous series. It is given by two methods, either by direct method or step deviation method. The formula for direct method is x bar is equal to summation of fi into mi upon summation of fi, where mi is a midpoint or middle value, and its formula is upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. And the formula for arithmetic mean for step deviation method is x bar is equal to a plus summation of fi into di upon n into h, where n is summation of fi. H is class width, which is calculated by using the formula upper boundary minus lower boundary. Di is given by di is equal to mi minus a upon h. H is class width. Mi is midpoint. The formula for midpoint is upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. And a is assumed mean. Assumed mean is calculated for two type of data or two type of observation. When n means small n, if n is odd, then a is middlemost observation, and if n is even, then a is any one of the middle two observation. Choice is ours. After that, we saw properties of arithmetic mean. First property is sum of observation is equal to the product of arithmetic mean and number of observations. That is, summation of xi is equal to n into x bar, where n is number of observation and x bar is arithmetic mean. Next property, the algebraic sum of deviations of observations from their arithmetic mean is always 0. That is, summation of xi minus x bar equal to 0. Next, effect of change of origin and scale. That is, if ui is equal to xi minus a upon h, then u bar is equal to x bar minus a upon h. And last property of arithmetic mean is calculation of arithmetic mean for combined group. It is denoted by xc bar, and its formula is xc bar is equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar divided by n1 plus n2, where n1 is sample size of first group, n2 is sample size of second group, x1 bar is arithmetic mean of first group, and x2 bar is arithmetic mean of second group. Now in this lecture we will see weighted arithmetic mean, correcting wrong value, and merits and demerits of arithmetic mean. Let's start with the topic weighted arithmetic mean. In the calculation of simple arithmetic mean, all the observations are considered to be equally important. But there may be situation where all observations may not have equal importance. Some of them may be more important than the others. For example, to find out change in cost of living of certain group of people, if we obtain simple arithmetic mean of prices of items consumed by them, then this mean will not be proper representative of the data. since importance of wheat, rice, pulses, fuel is more than that of cosmetics, tea and confectionery, etc. Therefore, it is necessary that the relative importance of atoms should be taken into account while calculating the average so that it truly represents the data, and for this we use weighted arithmetic mean. Or we can take your example. As a student, your basic needs are books, notebooks, study material, and of course now in this situation mobile. These are all your basic needs, more than bike, cosmetic and dresses, etc. Means importance of study related material is more, and whenever we have to calculate average on account of this relative importance, then we use weighted arithmetic mean. So the definition of weighted arithmetic mean is denoted by xw bar, and it is given as xw bar is equal to w1 x1 plus w2 x2 up to wn xn divided by w1 plus w2 up to wn. Means mean of each value of the variable is multiplied by its respective weight. Here w1, w2 up to wn are the weights, and x1, x2 up to xn are variables. That is, variables are multiplied by respective weights, that is the numerator, and the sum of this product is obtained. Means sum of all this product is obtained. This sum is divided by total of weights, means summation of weights, that is w1, w2 up to wn. So weighted arithmetic mean is denoted by xw bar, and it is given as w1 plus w1 into x1 plus w2 into x2 up to wn upon xn divided by sum of all weights, that is summation of wi into xi divided by summation of wi, where wi are the weights. For example, the numbers 90, 35, 20, 55, 70 and 75 have weights 6, 5, 4, 2, 2 and 1 respectively. What is the weighted arithmetic mean? Means here we have to calculate the weighted arithmetic means. The value of xi's and wi's are the given. The value of xi's are 90, 35 and 20 and so on are given. Similarly, the values of weights, that is wi's, are 6, 5, 4, 2, 2 and 1. So the formula for weighted arithmetic mean is xw bar is equal to summation of wi into xi divided by summation of wi. So first weight is 6 and the first value of variable is 90. So 6 into w1 into x1 means 6 into 90 plus w2 into x2 means second weight into second variable, that is 5 into 35. Similarly, up to last weight is 1 and the value of last variable is 75. So 1 into 75 divided by sum of all weights, that is 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. So xw bar is multiplication of 90 into 6 is 540 plus 35 into 5 is 175 plus 20 into 4 is 80 plus 55 into 2 is 110 plus 70 into 2 is 140 plus 75 into 1 is 75 divided by sum of all these number, that is 20. So xw bar means weighted arithmetic mean is 56. Therefore the weighted arithmetic mean for this data is 56. Next example, a class of 30 students took a geography test. 26 students had an average score of 65%. The remaining students were sick and took the test in following week. They had an average score of 77%. What was the average score for the whole class? So given is 26 students had an average score of 65 and other 4 students had an average score of 77. Here we calculate weighted arithmetic mean instead of simple arithmetic mean because 26 students attend the test at the time of exam and remaining 4 students attend after some time. So the weighted arithmetic mean is calculated. The formula for weighted arithmetic mean is xw bar is equal to summation of wi xi divided by summation of wi. So xw bar is weight into variable. So 65 into 26. 26 students firstly attend the test and their average score was 65. Then 4 students after attend the test after a week and their score was 77%. So 65 into 26 plus 77 into 4 divided by weights, summation of weights 26 plus 4. After calculating all this calculation, xw bar is equal to 66.6. That is the average score for the whole class is 66.6. Next topic is correcting wrong values. This kind of questions will be asked in your practical exam. Sometimes in calculation of arithmetic mean, some values of the variable are wrongly taken. In that case, instead of recalculating the whole sum, we do the correction as follows. From given x bar and n means number of observation, calculate summation of xi, that is total of all values. Means first step is you have to calculate summation of xi. By using the formula, we know that arithmetic mean x bar is equal to summation of arithmetic mean x bar is equal to summation of xi upon n. From this we can calculate the formula for summation of xi. So summation of xi is equal to n into x bar. So first step is we calculate summation of xi, that is n into x bar. Then next, this sum is corrected by subtracting the sum of wrong values and by adding the sum of correct values. That is, correct summation of xi equals to wrong summation of xi minus sum of wrong values plus sum of correct values. And then correct mean is obtained by using the formula correct x bar is equal to correct sum of xi divided by n. The formula is same as arithmetic mean. X bar is equal to summation of xi upon n. Just add the word correct. Correct x bar is equal to correct summation of xi upon n. This whole procedure we can understand by using the example. Suppose the average daily income for a group of 50 persons was calculated to be rupees 116. Means number of persons are 50 and their average is 116. It was later discovered that one of the figure was misread as 163 instead of correct value 136. Means 136 is misread as 163. Calculate the correct average income. So first we will write given. Here n number of observations are 50. Then x bar incorrect mean. Why incorrect? Because instead of 136 observation was misread as 163. So the given mean is incorrect mean. So x bar is equal to incorrect mean is equal to 116. Since mean is incorrect, therefore we can calculate the sum. It is also incorrect. So incorrect sum of xi is equal to n into x bar, because we know that x bar is equal to summation of xi upon n. Therefore summation of xi is equal to n into x bar. N is 50 into x bar is 116. So it is 5800. So incorrect sum xi is equal to 5800. This is our first step. Then the second step was correct summation of xi is equal to wrong summation of xi minus sum of wrong values plus sum of correct values. So the second step, correct summation of xi is equal to wrong summation of xi minus incorrect observation plus correct observation. Since here only one observation is given, so we can't take it sum. Just write the single observation, incorrect observation and correct observation. So correct summation of xi is equal to wrong xi is, already we calculate it, incorrect xi is 5800 minus incorrect observation 163 plus correct observation 136. Therefore correct summation of xi is equal to 5800 minus 163 plus 136, that is 5773. And the last step is correct x bar is equal to correct summation of xi upon n. So correct mean x bar is equal to correct summation of xi upon n. So correct summation of xi is 5773 divided by 50, which is equals to 115.46. Therefore the correct average income is 115.46. In this way, we can calculate correct arithmetic mean for individual observation. But sometimes in case of group frequency distribution, frequency of particular class is wrongly taken. Group frequency distribution means class interval along with its frequency. In that case, the correction is done by using the following procedure. From given mean x and n is a summation of fi, means total frequency. Calculate wrong summation of fi mi is equal to n into x bar, because for group frequency distribution we know the formula for x bar is equal to summation of fi mi divided by summation of fi, that is n. So just therefore summation of fi mi is equal to n into x bar. Next step is for the class interval for which frequency is wrongly taken, obtain midpoint. The formula for midpoint is upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Next step is correct summation of fi mi is equal to wrong summation of fi mi minus mi into wrong frequency plus mi into correct frequency. Next step is correct the total frequency n by subtracting wrong frequency and by adding the correct one. And last step is the formula for correct arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to correct summation of fi mi divided by correct n. Same formula for group frequency distribution. The formula for group frequency distribution is x bar is equal to summation of fi into mi divided by summation of fi, that is capital N. Here we write the same formula, just correct x bar is equal to correct summation of fi into mi divided by correct n. We can understand this whole procedure by taking the example. Suppose the arithmetic mean of weight of 98 students as calculated from a frequency distribution is 50 kg. It was later found that the frequency of the class is 30 to 40 was wrongly taken as 8 instead of 10. Calculate the correct arithmetic mean. Means first we will write the given. Here the arithmetic mean of weight of 98 students. So total number of students are 98. Therefore capital N is equal to summation of I is equal to 98. As calculated from a frequency distribution is 50 kg. What calculated? The arithmetic mean as calculated from frequency distribution is 50 kg. So x bar is equal to 50. It was later found that the frequency of the class interval is given, that is 30 to 40. Frequency of the class 30 to 40 was wrongly taken as 8 instead of 10. Means right observation is 10. We can, and it is wrongly taken as 8. So wrong frequency equal to 8 and correct frequency equal to 10. So we have to calculate the correct arithmetic mean. Since class interval is given, we can first use the formula for arithmetic mean. X bar is equal to summation of fi mi divided by summation of fi. So first we calculate wrong summation of fi mi, first step of the procedure. So wrong summation fi mi is calculated by using the formula n into x bar. Here n is 98 and x bar is 50. So 98 into 50 is 4900. Second step, for the class interval for which frequency is wrongly taken, obtain midpoint. Means for the second step we have to calculate the midpoint. The formula for midpoint is upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So here class interval is 30 to 40 is given. Its midpoint is 35 by using the same formula. Upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. 30 plus 40 70. 70 by 2 is 35. Next step is we have to calculate correct fi into mi by using the formula wrong fi mi minus mi into wrong frequency plus mi into correct frequency. Wrong fi mi we already calculated, that is 4900 minus mi is 35, mi means midpoint is 35 into wrong frequency is 8 plus mi is 35 into correct frequency, that is 10. So 4900 minus 35 into 8 plus 35 into 10. It's therefore correct summation of fi mi is equal to 4970. The next step is correct the total frequency n by subtracting wrong frequency and by adding the correct one. So correct fi is equal to wrong summation of fi minus wrong frequency plus correct frequency. Wrong fi is 98 minus wrong frequency is 8 plus correct frequency is 10. So 98 minus 8 plus 10, which is equals to 100. First we calculate correct fi into mi, that is 4970. After that correct fi, that is 100. Then the formula for correct mean is equal to x bar is equal to correct summation of fi mi divided by correct summation of fi. So correct summation of fi mi is 4970 divided by 100, which is equals to 49.7. Therefore the correct arithmetic mean is 49.7. So in this way we can calculate wrong frequency for individual observation and for group frequency distribution. The last topic of our first measure of central tendency, that is arithmetic mean, is merits and demerits of arithmetic mean. First we will see what are the merits. First merit is it is rigidly defined. Means rigid means the value of arithmetic mean is fixed. If the arithmetic mean is calculated by two different people at two different places at any time, their answer should be unique, means it is rigidly defined. Second merit is it is easy to calculate and understand, means we can easily calculate the arithmetic mean and it is easy to understand also. Next merit is it is based on all the observation, means we include all the observation for calculation of arithmetic mean. Next merit is it is suitable for further mathematical treatment, means any mathematical treatment or any statistical treatment may be based on arithmetic mean. For example, coefficient of variation, combined arithmetic mean, or correlation, or any other statistical treatment. Last one is it is least affected by fluctuation of sampling as compared with other measure, means there is very less fluctuation. Now what are the demerits of arithmetic mean? First demerit is it is only quantitative measure, cannot be used for qualitative data. Qualitative data means this type of data, blood group or performance of a student. Suppose the performance of a student may be good, average, best, better or worse. So for this type of data we cannot calculate the arithmetic mean, because the general definition of arithmetic mean is sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. So we can't do the sum here. So arithmetic mean cannot be calculated. So this is a drawback of arithmetic mean, that is arithmetic mean is calculated only for the quantitative data, not for the qualitative data. Next demerit is arithmetic mean is very much affected by extreme observations, especially when the data contains small number of atoms. Suppose we take the example, if the observations are 1, 2, 3, 95 and 100 and their arithmetic mean is sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. So summation of all these observation is 201 divided by number of observations are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So divide by 5. 201 divided by 5 is 40.2, means there is data is affected due to the extreme observation. Extreme observation means 1, 2, 3 are the very small observation and 95 and 100 are the large observation. So arithmetic mean is 40.2. So it is much affected by this extreme observation. Next demerit is arithmetic mean cannot be used in case of open-end classes. Open-end classes means this type of classes below 400, below 600 and below 800. So for this type of data we cannot calculate arithmetic mean, because the formula for arithmetic mean is summation of fi into xi divided by n, or summation of fi into mi divided by capital N. So here we can't calculate the midpoint or middle observation. So arithmetic mean cannot be calculated. So this is the drawback of arithmetic mean. It cannot be used in case of open-end classes. Next demerit is it cannot be determined by inspection or it cannot be located graphically. Suppose we take the example 25, 54, 45, 7, 12 up to 65. Just looking this data or just by inspecting this data we cannot calculate the arithmetic mean, or arithmetic mean cannot calculate it graphically or cannot be located graphically. This is also the drawback of arithmetic mean. Next drawback is sometimes arithmetic mean has a value which appears almost absurd. Example, average number of children per family can be like 2.4. Suppose if there are 4 children in a family and we have to calculate the average number of students. So the average is addition of these 4, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by 4. So the average is 2.5 and we cannot say there are 2.5 children or 2.4 children in a family. So average cannot be calculated for this type of data. So this is also the drawback of arithmetic mean. So these are the demerits of arithmetic mean. So here we completed our first topic, that is arithmetic mean. Thank you.